spin-off of the franchise. Wait a bit. Okay, we are ready to start. So this is the last game that Naughty Dog has developed from the Crash Bandicoot franchise, and also this was the first spin-off of the series. This is a racing game, and I'm gonna be playing as Coco. She's an acceleration character, and well, also depending on the character are their stats. But I like to play as Coco. I feel better playing with acceleration characters. The other acceleration character is Engine, but he's a bad dude, and also he's not asymmetric, so I'm gonna be playing as him. So let's start with the countdown. 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Okay, I forgot to adjust the delay because I'm back on the PS3 and the delay is different, my capture card, so that should be better. And okay, let's talk about the game and what we're gonna be doing and what do we need to do. First of all, how it's supposed to gonna run a race game? Okay, it's simple enough. You just need to drive as fast as you can to finish in first place, and that's the way that you can speedrun a racing game. And well, for this I'm gonna be using Coco, which is an acceleration character as I've said before, and I'm playing on the pole version of the game, which is better for acceleration characters, while the NTSC release is better for speed characters, but I feel better playing with acceleration. And also you will notice that there are no text and stuff like that, and also you have noticed that Aqua Hope hasn't said anything, and if you have played the game you will remember that he used to say something before you're able to skip him. This is because on the PAL version there's a specific glitch called language glitch, which basically is to load the game with no languages, because the PAL games the late 90s used to have a multi-language selector, and in this case looks like developers forgot that the player was going to be able to press the triangle button on the on the language menu selection, and well, this prevents that the game loads a language. That's the reason why there's no text or stuff like that. And also that's the reason why there are not so many voice clips during the game. And the game is divided in four sections that we need to complete. Okay, I forgot that I skipped this with the start button. And the way that we're gonna be completing the game, it's the any person warpless category, which is intended any person route. I just need to get all 16 trophies and the 4 boss keys, and I'm gonna be able to face Nitrous Oxide, which is the main villain on this game. So and this is warpless because there's a glitch on the multiplayer mode on the battle multiplayer mode that can warp you directly to the credits of the game, so that's not allowed in this category. And the history of this game is that Nitrous Oxide, an alien who claims himself as the best driver in the galaxy, comes to the Earth looking for a good opponent, and he wanna make a threat with the people on the Earth. He says that if he wins, he's gonna turn the entire planet into a galaxy parking lot, and he's gonna turn all the people on the planet into his slaves. But if he loses, he's gonna leave the Earth in peace, and he's not gonna bother us again. So obviously here, it doesn't matter which character you pick, you need to be the best driver in order to face the neutral side. That's what you need to do. Here, for the first stage was Crash Scope, a pretty strict stage, not so many interesting things to say or to mention or to do. Also, same for Roost Tubes. And the way that we're gonna be trying to go faster is with acceleration. Comparing this with other games such as Mario Kart, which their acceleration was like automatic. The acceleration on CTR is manual, because you need to make a jump with L1 or R1. You can use whatever button you like from those two. With one, you need to jump and need to keep pressing the button, and you need to time the times that you're gonna be pressing the other button that you're not pressing to get the mini turbos. You can see that on the bottom right section of the screen, there's a meter that turns from green to red. When it starts to turn red, that's a signal that we can start to use the boosting. And you can do... Oh, okay, my mistake. You can perform 3 of those boostings each time. And also, this is a intended shortcut in the game, but I should have a Aqua Mask or an accelerator item, a boosting item, to go through there. But if I could keep doing some jumps, like bunny hops, I can keep the speed that I have already. So there's gonna be some sections where I'm not gonna be trying to get the mini turbos, because with this I just can increase my own speed and keep it. And also, if I do some higher jump like that, I can gain another extra amount of speed, because the most time that I spend on the air, the most biggest that the little boosting that I'm gonna get is gonna be. Later on the run, we're gonna be watching that. And in these sections again, bunny hops to avoid to lose the speed, because if I lose the speed, if I lose the momentum there, my speed is gonna be slow, and I'm gonna be losing time. Also, you can see on the map that I'm getting so far away from the other characters. That's a good signal about how good the speed system is in order to try to go as further as you can. But sometimes I like to use the ball simulator just to don't get distracted, but I used to sometimes to activate it on screen, so that's the reason why sometimes I'm gonna be switching between the map and between the ball simulator, because I used to forget that. That's how. Ooh, okay, that was bad. At the very end, I have lost my speed, but it wasn't so bad at all, because I have reached the last section for the problems. And also, the Wumpa Fruit is important on the game. You can see that those specific boxes that gives you Wumpa, because each Wumpa that you have, it's gonna help you to go slightly faster. Slightly, not so much, but it helps a bit. And if you reach the 10 Wumpa Fruit, not just you go slightly faster. Oh damn! I pressed the wrong button. Sorry. And but also with the 10 Wumpa Fruit, the items that you get can change. Some of them get powerful or get swapped. For example, the TNT box can turn into a Nitro box, the Aqua Masks and the boosting items takes more time to stop their effects and stuff like that. It will depend about the item that you get. And now Sewer Speedway, the stage that we need to complete before we can start with the first boss stage. The game has 4 zones, each zone has 4 tracks, and after we complete those 4 tracks, we're gonna be able to access to a boss garage, and if we defeat the boss, we're gonna get the key. We need the 4 keys to be able to face Subside. I failed to grab the skip here. I'm not so good getting it. I try to use the same technique that I use on Nitro Field, because until that game was released, I wasn't able to find a good setup for me to do that. Also, sometimes I will try to randomly see which kind of power-ups I can get, because as you can see, I have got a boosting item. This will be the equivalent to the mushroom in the Mario Kart series, because this can make me go slightly faster. So sometimes I'm gonna be trying to get those items, because yes, you can get them on first place. There's a low percentage for get them, but you can get them, as you have seen. So I'm gonna just keep it as a backup. For example, if on the next lap I fail the skip or something like that, I'm gonna use it. Probably gonna use it at the end of the next lap. Or well, on this case, for example, that for some reason my R2 button got pressed, and I haven't pressed the button, I don't know why. And also, that's why the camera changed. Well, as I've said before, I'm using the ball release. There was a time that a discussion was existing on the Crash community talking about which version was better, if NTSC or PAL. Most of the people prefer to play on the NTSC version. PAL is not so bad. As I used to say, the PAL version can help you on this category, which is any person warpless, because there's no dialogues loaded, and also there's a cutscene that gets skipped, saving you 20 seconds. And for the 101%, which is the fully competition of the game, it's better the American version. But that's something I used to say. You can use any version you want, NTSC or PAL, but if you use PAL, it's better that you use acceleration characters, and if you're playing the NTSC version, it's better that you use a speed character. And now, Reaper Room, the first boss of the game. Well, he never says nothing. He just makes some gibberish, but looks like the game recognizes his voice clips as part of the language, and since we haven't loaded any language, that's the reason why there was no sound at all. And also, that's why we don't have the subtitles about what he's saying. Some years later, there was discovered that actually Reaper Room got some dialogues, but they were never used in the game. And I think that the Japanese release, Reaper Room has dialogues on voice clips. And also, the Japanese version is not so good here, because the dialogues from the bosses takes more time, making you lose an entire minute. So I can take some unintended shortcuts like that if I try to keep my speed. Also, the bosses are gonna start to throw some items, some power-ups, but in this case it's not like a big thing. Probably in the next bosses I'm gonna be having a little amount of problems trying to avoid them if I'm not quick enough to skip them. Also, the stages, the name of the stages gives you a little hint about which is gonna be the track where you're gonna be facing the boss. Well, first boss defeated. Tiger Temple, next stage you're going to be playing, and the next quadroom. We have the possibility of playing two different stages, but I start with with Tiger Temple instead of Coco Park because it's close to me. It's more closer to find the Tiger Temple, and Coco Park is close to the podium, which is going to be the section of the game where I'm going to be spawning once I complete the tracks on the second section of the game. Now, since I have defeated the Reaper Room, I got the key that unlocked the next section of the game, which is this one. Here lies Tiger Temple. Another thing that I want to mention is that on the leaderboards, if you play the game on a disc or on Virtual Console, it can be different. The leaderboards are slightly different. Or what, did I mention something wrong? That was the case, sorry about that. But since I'm playing this on a PSP and it's a digital release, this qualifies as a Virtual Console run. because there was a discussion about some time ago about the versions of the game, because if you play on a PS1, PS2, or on a PS3 using a disc or well an emulator, that counts as a disc. But if you play on the digital release of the PlayStation Network or the PS3, or you play on a PSP, on a PS Vita or PS TV, like in this case, the emulation makes that the game runs 4% faster. That's the reason why the reports are split. But the disc runs are the important ones. There are not so many DC runs. Well, I'm gonna be using this boosting on a bit because I cannot build the escape from this section because I need an item that I can throw. I cannot throw a meter box, so I'm gonna use it there. Because you can see on the map that there's a little shortcut, and I need an item that I can throw. This is probably the only stage where you're going to be focusing to trying to get one of those items that you can throw. I just have one extra opportunity. If I cannot get it, that's going to be bad. Okay, that was bad. I haven't got any thrown item because it's supposed that on the monkey state I need to throw an item that is going to let me open that shortcut and cut a little amount of time. And I'm going to be out here. And no, the game never got me an item, and looks like all the time engine was falling on my meter boxes. Interesting. Now Coco Park, the stage dedicated to the best emote on the PlayStation universe, and probably in all video game universe, Coco, which is right here. There's a little shortcut here, and not so intended one, but also not like a glitch or something like that. I need to gain some speed here in order to do this because I need to move on the grass, and the grass slowed me down a little bit, and I wasn't able to get it all. Unfortunately, it was a little slow, but it was helpful anyways. And also a little shortcut here that I can take inside of the grass. Okay, this was slightly better. I need to be so careful on that section because if I'm too far on the left, Aku is gonna detect like if I am out of bounds, and he's gonna try to spawn me again back on the track. That's gonna make me sorry, my twist got tongue. What I was saying? Okay, he's gonna try to pull me again back on the road. And that's gonna be slow because we need to see that animation. So it's gonna be slow, and I don't wanna have that, and I don't wanna do that. And also in the stages that I can do this, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to get all the Wumpa Fruits that I can get in order to get all of them, all 10 Wumpa Fruits. My PB in this category is 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 40 seconds. On PSTV. And also sometimes the music can mess up due to the PSTV emulation. Yes, 1 hour, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And I think that my I think that my PB on the disc version, which is on the NTSC release, is 1 hour, 5 minutes and 40 seconds, I think. I'm gonna check that for you. It's 1 hour, 5 minutes and 30 seconds that I shipped 2 years ago, but I don't like to play so much the NTSC version. And also for the speedrunning this game, this is a few cases where if you're gonna run this game on a PS2, you need to get a fat console, because on the slim models the game has lag and can make you lose like 20 seconds. And there's a little skip here. And I need to gain the enough speed for doing this. And with this I can cut a little piece of the track. I really hate this section. I'm not so good trying to turn on this part of the track. Okay, I'm gonna use the boosting area right now. Okay, that was better. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. As I have to say, I used to mess up a lot on this section. And thanks to that, I have a good amount of lost time in the game. But at least I haven't fallen down on any of the times that I have tried to get the shortcut, so that's good. And well, that stage was Papu's part. I mean, obviously that's the stage where we're gonna be facing Papu Papu, which is a boss from the first game, but it's also a boss on this game. And I'm gonna get closer on purpose to his garage, because he's gonna spawn a dialogue that, well, I can avoid easily all of these boss garages to avoid this, but if I spawn this one time, it's gonna be good, because for the fourth boss of the game, for Pinstripe, you cannot be away from his garage. You need to cross in front of it, and for some reason that dialogue takes more time to get skipped. And well, Bingo Canyon, it's a really complicated stage for me, because you need to have a good turning in most of the time, and I haven't got enough time to practice all the tracks, unfortunately. And this was one of the tracks that I haven't practiced, so let's see how this goes. Also here, it's supposed that also in this game you should play using the D-pad, but I could mix both the D-pad and analog stick, because depending of the situations, which one is better to use. And yes, the game dropped my jump. Oh, nice. Uh-oh, this is bad. Tiny's so close to me. Okay, time to play a bit safely. Just to be sure that we're gonna be finishing in first place. Okay, that was good. You know, Papu Papu, the second boss of the game, and now you're gonna see another of the effects that the language glitch has to offer. The bosses doesn't have a dialogues, and their heads on the cutscenes get swapped for some reason. Here, Papu's a bit annoying, so he's gonna be a bit away from me, but I can make this anyways. And he's gonna start to throw some potions. Oh, okay, I was close to die. Well, I fall down. Anyways. Thanks to Papus. But I'm not worried. This is the second lap, so I'm still having a good amount of time to try to defeat him. Well, to win this race. Also, I used to use the brake to stop a little bit and try to change my movements. That's another technique you use on him. Also, if you're able to remember where those Papu is gonna move, obviously when you have played the game and you have seen him moving, it's possible that if you know in which spot he's gonna be moving, you can let an item and he's gonna take it. This applies for all bosses. So sometimes I'm gonna be trying to do that. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it doesn't work. You just need to get focused into driving faster, and that's not gonna be a problem. Okay, I haven't fallen down, so that was good. I keep getting confused and I don't press the start button to skip these cutscenes. And next section of the game. I have changed the camera here because the animation is laggy, so I can reduce the lag a little bit if I do that. I was pressing triangle, I don't know why it hasn't got skipped. Oh, Blizzard Bluff. There's a skip that it's a bit tricky for me. I'm gonna try to get it one time. If I fail it, I'm gonna try it again. So I need to gain a good amount of speed. And no, I haven't got it. I'm gonna go through the intended route instead. And if I am 7th place, there's a good possibility that I can get an Akuma Mask, or the clock can help. The clock slows down a bit the other characters. I'm gonna keep the missile just in case that I need it later on the run. Like in this case, for example, if somebody gets ahead from me, I can throw the missile and I can get back in first place. And also the shields and also can help to you to... The bubble shots can help you to avoid any missile that gets shot against you. And also if you have a TNT or Nitro box and you put them on the correct time and correct position, you can use them to stop the missiles, like you have seen a little bit some seconds ago. Dragon Mines is gonna be the stage where we're gonna be facing Komodo Joe, which is the third boss of the game, and also is the next stage that we're gonna be watching. And this is his Boulder Rush. That also, you can avoid the dialogue there. You haven't seen it on Papu Papu, but it's better to skip it on Papu Papu because it's more faster there to skip it. And the dialogue just tells you that you need to collect all trophies if you wanna enter to that boss garage. Okay, I have missed the first boost of the game. Also, I can try to take this closer, but there's a glitch on the game that is gonna put you in last place, so I'm not gonna take the risk into doing that. Because the only time when I was practicing for the Retrodon that I was so close to getting a PB where I was having a good place, I got the glitch. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not so worried about this. Still getting the first place. And thanks for the raid. Overpass for this stage 20 to turn 180 degrees because the stage is here. It's the only stage that is a bit away. So there are another intended shortcuts here. Let's see if I'm lucky to get them. It looks like Tiny Tiger is a bit aggressive today. He hasn't liked it that we defeat him twice on the previous rounds. Okay, I haven't got this one. No, it's okay. Nice aiming, I should say. And I was aware that I haven't got the speed also to get this, unfortunately. I wanna think that my timing wasn't good. That boy, that missile. Okay, time to get serious because this is the last lap. And Tiny Arena, probably my worst track in the game, and also the last track that I need to complete for Weekend Face Mojo. Recently, a new skip has been discovered here that looks like it's just can be. You just can get that with acceleration characters. It's a skip that not so many people have been taking for now. Just the top runners. It allows you to skip an entire lap, but you need to complete the first lap, and then you need to abuse with some items where you can receive damage to try to skip another section of the lap, and you can save time with that. It has been recently discovered. But looks like with acceleration character, that's something really happening to get. Another reason why, well, also another point from speedrunning. When this game started to have some speedruns back in the old Speed Demos archive days, it was believed that the speed characters, Tiny Tiger and Dingledad, were the best. But then sometime later it was discovered that the acceleration characters were good for the game. But recently some new strats has been found for acceleration character, for speed characters, and the reason why now some people is back with speed characters. What a good aiming I got with the pump. Also, the items can have their equivalent with the Mario Kart series items. And Crash is not competitive. Big Brother is not being good with Little Sis. That was good. That was a good timing. And now it's time to see which head does Komodo Joe we're gonna have. But guess what? We're not gonna be watching that because it's the cutscene that gets skipped on the poll version due to the language glitch. But don't worry. The next cutscene gets played so we can check the head got slapped with Komodo Joe. And Komodo Joe throws, I think that he throws TNT and neutral boxes. Okay, that's gonna help a bit. And I used to deactivate the map on this boss race because I want to see how far ahead I am from Komodo Joe. Oh, Mega Loot. It's okay. Now it's time to move to the last section of the game. And let's move directly to engine labs. Here in Engine Labs, we're still having more and more sections where we're gonna be able to gain a good amount of speed. And also, okay, such a troll vortex. Okay, it's fine. It's the first lap. I can make it. And okay, I failed to grab that. I used to avoid this warping pad because it's slow. It puts you some time. Are you serious, game? What a good time to get the portal. I cannot believe that I have failed that again. I'm not gonna try it on the next lap. Definitely. I'm gonna keep the mask for now. Sometimes I hate the AI on this game. Dude, that was my Wumpa Fruit box! Why do you take it? You don't need it. You're an AI character, you can cheat and you want if you want. Well, it cannot be helped. Dude, this was a very bad stage. Next stage, Cortex Castle, and we need to just move here and we're gonna be able to do this. Something I need to mention is that on Nitrofield, which was the remake of this game that was released last year, this was slightly changed because you cannot do what I have done to reach Cortex Castle really quick, and they added some walls that prevent that you do that, so you need to go through the intended route, which is turning around and around and around to reach that lower section. And also there was another interesting change that was made, but we're going to be talking about that on a little bit. And also this is another intended shortcut. I need to gain a good amount of speed. Sometimes I mess up that. I'm really happy that I was able to get it at last on the fourth lap. Let's see if I can get it on the next one. Thinking about how does my progress is the track. And I needed to fall down, nice. But unless I have spawned far away, okay, they're close to me. I need to be careful. Okay, it was a mistake to use that item there. But at least I haven't fallen down, so nice. Now, Other Skyway, this is gonna be the stage where we're gonna be facing Pinstripe, which is the fourth boss. And as you can see, in order to reach that stage, I cannot be far away from his garage. So that's the reason why on the second world with Papu Papu, I prefer to spawn the dialogue there. I know that that's an internet shortcut, but sometimes I used to fail it, so I wanna take it safe. And it's gonna be the speed that I'm gonna be taking here. So I'm gonna be slowing down here. I'm gonna lose all my speed. I'm gonna try to gain speed, try to clip here, and go to the other section of the track. And I cannot do that. Okay, I got it. It doesn't matter that I have fallen. I have lost time because I failed it, but it's fine. We can save time on the rest of the track. I'm gonna save this mist. I can use it now. The bombs are useless. Give me another item. Give me another item game, please. Don't give me. Oh, I haven't thrown one. I thought that I have thrown all of them. Okay, second try. Okay, I barely got it. So I need to be a little bit out of bounds, so the game's gonna think that I have fall down and gonna put me on the other side of the road. Dingo Dial, please. I really hate you. And the last race that we need to complete in order to get the last trophy that we need is Oxide Station, which is gonna be the stage where we'll be facing Nitrous Oxide. And also there's an interesting glitch here. Oh well, not glitch, but an intended shortcut to save like 15 seconds. And there was a section of this track that was cut on nitro fuel for some reason. This track is basically a lot of turning. Probably this run is gonna be like a 104. We need to gain a good amount of speed here. I failed this, I'm gonna give it a try again. Yeah, it's gonna be like a sub 105 there. Seem to make a jump and I land here, and with this I can get another section of the track. I really hate this section when I am against outside, because as you have seen, all the bosses throws a lot of items. Believe me, outside is the worst. You won't gonna see that in some minutes. Okay, I wonder if I'm gonna be able to get this on the first try. And I have got it, nice. Also, with the minimap, you can make an idea about how much I have got from the track. Now, I have got all 16 trophies. I just need to get an extra key and I'm gonna be able to face it just sucks. Like now this is gonna be the moment where I'm gonna be facing Pinstripe. This is a boss from Crush 1. Nope. Pinstripe likes to throw bombs. And surprisingly no, probably that's the AI of this game is the only one who I know that can throw correctly the bombs. Let's make this skip up. What have I got? And I'm gonna keep the missiles just in case that I need them. Because the missiles helps a lot when you have a race against Pinstripe. Sorry, not sorry. I needed to do that. There was a time where I was able to get the skip without falling down, but at least I have got it, which is good. Okay, never mind. Intended. So now you can see which was the part of the track that was skipped. And we just have one extra race that we need to complete, which is a race against Oxide, and this is where the future of the world is gonna depend. Are we gonna be able to defeat Oxide, or Toski is gonna slave the entire population on the Earth and turn the planet into a parking lot? You're gonna be discovering that I have pressed triangle. Start. And yes, Oxide is a freaking cheater. Not just he starts the race first, but also he throws a lot of items. I just received damage there. No, I'm not worried about that. It is gonna be like a 105, 106. It's straight. This race takes like 3 minutes. Okay, now it's not gonna be a problem. I forgot to pick the shortcut. Okay, let's see the intended way. Just for this lap. This was a section that was killed by Binox team on Nitro Field. And last one. Yeah, it's gonna be a 105. And I'm pretty happy because in the last time that I have run this game in a marathon, I have failed on stage and I need to reset. Because I think on the red button I have resetted this race because I got very off the start. And I have practiced for it, and for this run I haven't practiced, so Omega Loop. Intended good. Probably it's just I have talked earlier for this. Okay, the time is gonna finish once I cross the finish line. Yeah, I wasn't on the correct spot, so I entered in the collision with another part of the track from the beginning, and that's the reason why I haven't got so. Okay, time is gonna come soon, and time. Okay, now we have defeated Oxide. And also, due to the language glitch, the music from the podium doesn't get played for some reason. Well, looks like something on the stream was bad because now my run is going at a half of speed. I hope that they can fix that for future runs. So well, Oxide, it wasn't enough for Oxide that we beat him, so now he's gonna crash the game. And yes, the game has crashed. This is an effect of the language glitch because since we haven't